Good day, sports lovers, and welcome to Sport7. Yes, right here on Urbanpop Podcast. The heartbeat of entertainment, definitely the home of passionate sports talk. I'm your host for this edition, Abdulmalik Jimo. Alhaji Sport, they call me, and you can call me Alhaji Sport for shows. And for the next few minutes, we'll have a lot to discuss in the world of football, as well as insights, updates in the world of sports. Locally, nationally, and internationally, as you know. This is Sport7 once again with Abdulmalik Jimo, Alhaji Sport. And I'm not alone to do the discussion, to have the discussion, or to give you in-depth insight about the world of football. As you know, this is where we give you deepest insight and analysis to the world of sports in the country and beyond. With me in the studio is my brother. Yes, I call him my brother for a reason, because this man have been really on Arsenal nerve, really making sure that if they don't win the league, he always says something. They will be in a lot of trouble in Yoruba, but then I will allow him to do that. But then his name is Farouk Adeoye, popularly called MC Ijebu, the one and only Arsenal fans, ironically. So yes, Farouk, good to have you with me on this edition of the program Sport7, and thank you for coming. How you doing?
Malik Jimo, I'm doing great, and just like you said, I've been on the neck of Arsenal, and I'm still on their neck. So.
Well, that's on the comic notes. Yes, you always say that that's nothing for Arsenal, and maybe yes, if maybe Arsenal fans really want to prove him wrong, I want to think they did do better, and maybe do stronger and go all the way and win the Premier League for the first time after 20 years. That is really the longest of times, even Omotobing Bangansen. Well, before we get into the football aspects, let's get into the first update this day. As table tennis update it is, Nigerian table tennis icon, talking about Aruna Quadri, has dropped, yes, from one position to another in the latest international table tennis ITTF ranking from 33 to 34th. Now he's now to 34th. Been overtaken by Egyptian Omar Assar, and also in the African latest ranking from number 1 to number 2, and that is really a major blow for Nigerian Aruna Quadri as well as Nigeria as a stand, because you keep asking the question of after Toriola, Aruna Quadri came on board, and after Aruna Quadri, because yes, he's already at the age of 34 to 36, what do you think that who is the next icon coming on board? Matthew Kuti in the conversation, but how far and how well are we grooming Matthew Kuti to be the next force to reckon with in the world of table tennis in Nigeria and as well as in Africa? Let me bring in Farouk into the conversation, yes, because Aruna Quadri has slipped from 33 to 34th at this point in time, and from number 1 to number 2. This happened at the latest ranking release that was on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026, and you keep asking, how far and how well are we doing to make sure that there is a replacement on ground for Aruna Quadri? There's Matthew Kuti, young, but then are we really doing the best to make sure that it's not just Matthew Kuti alone that will be a replacement for him? And talking about the latest ranking, do you think he is just going down, and maybe that will be a trajectory that might be the end to what he has been able to achieve so far in Nigeria and also in Africa at this point in time?
Well, in whatever sport you are in, it definitely age will tell. You understand what I mean? So
at 37.
So, and he's done wonderfully well over the years. So, and I would slide with you and say that we need to groom more talent. So, when his retirement age reached, or let's just say his age is causing some detriment now and he's not doing well, when we have someone who can replace him, at the end of the day, I think we can still put Nigerian name on the limelight.
Well, that is it from Farouk. He believes that maybe age is really telling, and maybe that will be true, because we saw what happened in the Australian Open, the just completed Australian Open in Melbourne, where the young, age 22, Carlos Alcaraz, his first Grand Slam, and he defeated age 38, Novak Djokovic, to whatever history he's trying to make to that Grand Slam. And you ask yourself, sometimes age is not just a number, it's a nature. And when it's calling, we need to put a whole lot of mechanism in place to have a replacement. I don't know, Quadri, for me, really not happy with this update, but then it is what it is. Age is not just a number. We hope that Matikuti have all the support he needs to get in as a force that we can reckon with Nigerian table tennis and as well as Africa as a stand. Also talking about basketball updates this day, we have this. Nigeria has been officially confirmed, yes, as one of the countries that will compete in the men's 3x3 basketball event at the 2026 Commonwealth Games, yes, in Glasgow, that is Scotland, and marking the nation's first ever appearance from formats, yes, the first format or first rising format at the Games. The confirmation was on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. Really a good news for Team Nigeria there, and as well as what we stand to achieve in this competition. 3x3 basketball, football, yes. The basketball event, which will take place at the Scottish Event Campus from July 24th to 29th, 2026. Nigeria is listed among the debutants in the men's competition alongside, yes, Guyana and Malaysia, while Uganda will make its maiden appearance in the women's category. Basketball 3x3, yes, is played between two teams of 3 players on a single hoop, with a 12-second shoot clock designed to maintain high tempo and constant action. That's that about basketball. We just hope that Nigeria will go there and make Nigerians and Nigeria themselves proud, because this is the first time in the longest of time to be invited to this competition. 3x3 basketball it is. We hope Nigeria will go there and make us proud. Moving away from that, let's talk football. Yes, talking about football, and we need to start about what happened on Tuesday. Yes, February 3rd, 2026. Arsenal. Let me say that again. Arsenal did what they had to do against all odds to defeat Chelsea Football Club in the semi-final second leg of the Carabao Cup, and they are now through to the finals. You ask again and you ask again and said, is Arsenal really hoping and dreaming for a treble, a double, or maybe a fumble? That's a question we asked him this morning. And I said earlier, MC Jabu is here, a fanatic Arsenal fans, ironically, that has been on their neck to make sure that this season they had to go in for the double, the treble, or maybe the fumble. But then let's talk about that game. Really, Arsenal did surprise. And the person that had to nail the coffin, yes, to the head of the coffin is Kai Havertz, a former Chelsea player. Scoring their encounter. 1-0 the game ended. In overall, it's 4-2 on aggregate. What do you have to say about Arsenal chances of winning a major trophy? This is their first final, maybe yes, to win a silverware after, and that was the last time they happened to be in the final was in 2020. And now they are now into the finals of Carabao Cup. Your reaction, your take about that, and also Arsenal, Gerard, because we have a lot to talk about, yes, in the English Premier League as well on the show.
Okay, just like you said, I've always been on their neck. I love Arsenal fans and I love Arsenal as a club, but we just have to tell ourselves the fact. In one of my skits that I posted, I said that the last time Arsenal win the English Premier League,
won the Premier League.
Was the same time they gave birth to one Sulia girl in my area. Now Sulia is in her husband's house and looking after the 4th child.
Wow.
Now, between those years, what have Arsenal actually given birth to? What trophy have they won? Only FA Cup. See them. See, I'm saying it just like the way you ended your sentence, the way you ended your talk, they will fumble. They cannot win the treble.
Wow.
Let's be very realistic with ourselves. Wow. See, I used to call Arsenal fans, I want Ijo Aradeyeri. Okay. And just recently, BBC lambasted them also. They call them Oreo Bade. If
that
you
is
to see
the head
yes,
that refused to take trophy.
That's always been Arsenal. Orito Bade. And recently, I gave their coach another name, Atemeta. We need to be very realistic with ourselves. And I want to also cook Liam Rosono. What's his name? I call him Rosonoa. Or Ronoso. That's what I call him. And I call Chelsea fans, I want Joe Ronoso. I mean Ronoswans.
Okay.
That's what I call them. See, you have to be very realistic with yourself. I'm sorry if this is attacking you too. Oh, why didn't they say Yatola now? And they beat you. And that was it. So personally, I wouldn't have loved Arsenal to go through, but they escaped. So we move on. Let's see what they can do. If they win it, fine. We go with them and we see what they come out with at the end of the day in Champions League and in Premier League too.
Well, talking about Arsenal going through and you are not satisfied about that, I want to think that if you look at Arsenal, the Premier League, they are the current leader with 6 points ahead of Manchester City. They qualified to the next phase of the Champions League as number 1 in Europe. Now to the finals of the Carabao Cup. Do you want to also agree with me now that Arsenal are currently the best this season, best team and team to beat in any of the competition they are in at this point in time? And would you not now rephrase that statement of the Auriol by DFC?
Yes, I will not lie. They have the players, they have the players in the final third, they have it in their midfield, and they have a very solid defense as well. I will not lie. Likes of Saliba and
Gabriel.
Yeah, they are really doing well at the back line. And because if you see Arsenal playing at some point, when they are attacking, you see them in a 4-2-3-1 formation, later in a 4-3-3 formation. And if they are defending, you see them in a 4-4-2 formation, sometimes 4-4-1. I give kudos to Arteta. He's really doing well in that aspect. Arteta knows what he's doing. And before now, I'm one of those people that's just like, okay, Arteta's really tried. At least we're going to back in now. And now. You feel me? So, but let's just see how the whole thing work out. If they're really going to go home with the trophy, then I'm about to celebrate. I'm about your boy. But at this point, fine. All the statistics you are giving me, it is right. Yeah, but well,
that is just trying to say in the comical part that if you look at somebody that his neck is already bumbled, tell me how it can be straight for him to have fitted crown. And that is talking about Arsenal Football Club. But then you want to agree with me that at this point that we at in the league, in the Champions League, Arsenal stand a chance. Last season, they got to the semi-finals of the Champions League, and this season again, they're in the course maybe to win their first ever Champions League, because yes, they've not won it before, and that is there in the record to see. The last time they got to the finals was in 2006 when Thierry Henry played against a certain Barcelona, and after that game, he said he would sign a long-term commitment with Arsenal. Eventually, the second season, he left for Barcelona to go and win his first Champions League as well. So you could see, maybe true, maybe not true. We wait and see what happened to Arsenal at the end of the season. But if you ask me personally, I really have a soft spot for them, and maybe I want them to win a major trophy. If eventually it happens that Arsenal did not win any trophy this season, what do you think should be the fate of Mikel Arteta?
Well, I think the board will still trust him because they've backed him.
Trust him?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think if the fans
let me hear your thoughts.
So if the fans are thinking otherwise, I think those that hired him for the job, I think they will still trust him because let's be very realistic. When he came to Arsenal, he transformed a lot of things. Look at the way Arsenal is playing now. The current Arsenal that we have now is giving the vibes of Arsene Wenger's Arsenal. They possess, they score, they play fine football.
During the era of Beckham, Thierry Henry,
exactly.
Patrice Vieira.
All of them. You understand what I mean? So they are playing nice football. We just hope maybe they come out with something. But, as a Manchester United fan, bands cannot leave us. We go bands them.
Talking about bands and talking about if you're just coming across our video for the first times, yes, do want to do subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section because the feedback is very important, and yes, it will make us give you best of the best update in the world of sports. I've been having a conversation with one and only MC Ijebu, the man that I said is a fanatical Arsenal fan. Ironically, if Arsenal no carry league this season, I don't know how Arteta want to survive in banter. But then moving away from that a bit, just this day, let's talk about the games coming up this weekend.
Okay.
We have a big games coming up this weekend, and surprisingly, the early kickoff will be Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay.
We have Liverpool playing host to Manchester City, and as well as we have the big one, maybe not big for me, I think is that of Tottenham and Manchester United, while we have Liverpool, Manchester City, but Arsenal will be playing host to Sunderland at Emirates Stadium. Bournemouth will be playing host to Chelsea, to Aston Villa. These are the top 4 teams I'm trying to make us put our energy on, and also Wolves will be playing Chelsea Football Club. And now let's start from Liverpool, Manchester City.
Okay.
Arsenal, Sunderland.
Okay.
Whatever happens in this game this weekend, do you think it will be in favor of Arsenal to win the league?
Well, just like you said, it will actually depend on the result. You know,
Liverpool playing host to Manchester City, and the last time City played was 2-2 draw, losing 2-0 lead to Tottenham Hotspur that is struggling. So then,
well, I can tell you for free, both of them.
Arsenal Tigba League yi say.
Well, I can tell you for free, both of them, they have mixed performance at the moment, because who would have thought Man United would beat Manchester City that game that we played? They're in a great form, they are doing well, they have all the players, they have Sheki, I call him Sheki, they have Ireland that is doing well. So who would have thought, who would have think about that? So that game, you never can say what the outcome would be, but just like you said it, I'm a fanatic fan, Arsenal fan, ironically. I don't want them to win this league. I don't want them to put you. I want Man City to put pressure on them. If Man City win that game, there'll be more pressure on Arsenal. And the more Arsenal feel pressure, the more they'll be playing nonsense. It has always shown. So I want Liverpool to beat them.
Okay.
That is my take. I want Liverpool to beat them. And considering our own game, you know, we are in a great form now. Since Michael Carrick came on, I used to think
that means if Liverpool find a way to defeat Manchester City, it's giving a lot of room for Arsenal to go all the way to win the league. Because yes, Aston Villa have a Bournemouth to play, and if they lose 2,
there's a pressure on
the league is going to Arsenal gradually. So are you accepting what I'm predicting that Arsenal is for the league?
No.
Okay then.
Arsenal is not for the league, just like I'm saying.
Well, quick one before, yes, we talk more about other games coming up. In the English Premier League table, we have Arsenal sitting number 153 points. And we have Manchester City sitting number 2nd at 47 points. Same as Aston Villa sitting number 3rd with 56 points. And Manchester United sitting number 4th. I'm surprised to see this team at number 4th anyways, but then
Michael
41 points. And we'll talk about Carrick as well. And Chelsea number 5, they are sitting with 40 points. Liverpool number 6 at 39 points. I'm just talking about the top 6. And in the bottom half, we have a certain Wolverhampton Wanderers already relegated for me because 8 points. I don't know how you want to survive that with 14 games remaining. Burnley number 19 with 15 points, while West Ham United, Nuno has a whole lot to do there and sitting at number 20 this month. Now let's talk about Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur. Michael Carrick has really turned things around. First 3 games in charge, and he has won. He started with Manchester City. He went away to Arsenal. First time Arsenal will lose at Emirates. It was 3-2 the game ended. Yet again against Fulham. Yes, 3-2 dramatic game. They won 3 back-to-back. And the last time Emery was in charge, this same fixtures, he lost all 3 them all. Do you not think, what do you think changes in that squad? Carrick coming in, the first 3 games winning, and do you think this is really not a manager bounce?
Well, the real changes that all of us have seen is the fact that we escaped from Ruben Amorim's stubbornness.
Or do you say shackle?
Do we say, okay, let me say shackle.
Okay then.
We escaped from his shackle.
Okay.
Very stubborn. We told you, this 3-4-3 formation, it is, you know, harboring our talents. It is not letting us...
limiting the players?
Yes, not letting us explore more on the field. We are being caged, kind of. Now, some of you might come outside and say, okay, the formation is justifiable, but just that the players are not doing well. But the players that are not doing well in that formation,
under Ruben Amorim are doing well under Michael Carrick.
Look at them today.
Ironically, imagine irony of life.
Look at them today. Everybody is playing with freedom. There's fluidity in the team, and most importantly, look at Licha, Martinez.
Martinez, yes.
The kind of leadership is brought to that back line.
The partnership between himself and Maguire.
Oh my God. Oh my. Partnership tó yẹ pé ó lè jókòó tó yẹ pé mọ̀lẹ́bí tó bá dàrú yóò tó. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
And Carrick, maybe we can just say Carrick is olóríire ọmọ. I used to sing one song for him. Carrick, má jọba lọ lérí wa. We
have to be translating this to our audience because there might not be all Yoruba speakers, but then what you're trying to say is giving accolades to Michael Carrick and saying that he should continue his leadership. Yes,
of course.
Maybe now talking about leadership and also Michael Carrick. At the end of the season, if Michael Carrick find a way to seal the top 4 position for Manchester United, should he be given a permanent job at United?
Well, let me correct you there.
Okay.
We are not finishing 4th, my brother. We are not finishing 3rd. Okay, let me just put it there. We are actually finishing 3rd because this form that we are this form that we are on is actually crazy.
Wow.
Who would have thought it? I'm telling you for free, if you are seeing me here now, if you are somehow, okay, maybe you want to support Tottenham this weekend, Agbako Siao, Tori, we will beat Tottenham. We've been sharing the Agbako from City, Arsenal, Fulham, Tottenham local, let's say.
Okay.
He will do his own Agbako too. So don't even get it twisted. Man United, we are actually, okay, if we don't finish 3rd, okay, let me just say, okay, that 4th. But don't be surprised if we finished 3rd. I'm telling you,
wow,
my brother.
Wow.
That's just the fact.
Well, viewers at home, that is really bold from MC Jebu himself, Farouk Adeoye, my guest on the program, believing that United are not finishing 4th, they are finishing 3rd. I was thinking he would say maybe they are gunning for the trophy, but then he tries as much as he can to be humble, and so maybe he's trying to play a very kind of political game here.
Kind of.
So third,
you understood
that. If first comes, they will take it. But then that is him trying to just believe that Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur against United this weekend is going to be a win for United. And also he believes that Liverpool, they should just continue to shut up their noisy neighbor, talking about Manchester City. Let's talk about Arsenal Sunderland. Sunderland this weekend did what they had to do against Burnley. They whitewashed them 3-0 that encounter, and it's making them look like maybe they've come to stay in the English Premier League, sitting currently now at number 8 in the Premier League with 36 points. And Arsenal, the current league leaders, with 6 points. Do you think they stand a chance? At Emirates yet? They stand a chance?
Well, I can tell you for free, the last time we played at Emirates, we turned it to Emirat.
But Chelsea played at Emirates on Tuesday, talking about February 3rd, and it was not Emirat.
We gave them the plate, work on it, do well, and then not form. Why would you do that? Personally, I'm trusting Sunderland to do the harm. Because I think when they played at the home of Sunderland, I think they drew that match. I think it was it ended as stalemate.
Yes.
When what's his name of this guy that scored the late that late goal? I've forgotten his name. So I believe Sunderland can still do that because personally, I feel Arsenal to start feeling pressure. Who's playing first? Is it City-Liverpool game coming first before the Sunderland game?
No, I think Arsenal will be playing first.
Okay, so personally, as you're a leader on the table of the Premier League, normally you'll be feeling pressure. It is normal. But I think they've been able to, shut off that pressure, except for that time that we go to their home and we beat them. So I believe Sunderland can do some harm to coming from the fact that what they did to them in their own the last time they met.
So you're saying that Sunderland can go to the Emirates and get a point?
I believe.
Well, yes, truly, the first leg ended 2-2. Yes, Arsenal scoring and Sunderland replying that goal, and that was a match everybody was surprised to see that the first time Arsenal was exposed. I remember clearly Ballard scored first for Sunderland, and Bukayo Saka, that is now out injured, equalized for Arsenal, and Trossard scored 2-1. Arsenal fans thought it was done and dusted, and it was Bobby that will equalize for Sunderland at the 90th plus 4 minutes. So maybe we'll wait and see the other drama unfold yet again this weekend. Arsenal will be hosting Sunderland, and that game is really a game to look and watch out for. Let's talk about Chelsea and their chances this season. They are currently sitting number 5 on the table with 40 points, just a point behind United. Do you think it will be a game for them to win against Wolves, that is already relegated, as long as I'm concerned, relegated with 8 points? Can they survive that? No, but then Chelsea is playing them in their own ground.
Well, I think I can tell you, Manchester United should be feeling the pressure. I know we'll be feeling the pressure, but, Chelsea against Wolves,
it's a walkover for Chelsea.
It's a walkover for them.
First time MC Jebu will say a team has a walkover team on the show. But then I think it is what it is. So it is Manchester United playing against Tottenham Hotspur. It is Arsenal playing against Sunderland. And we have Bournemouth against Aston Villa, the Unai Emery side. Let's talk about this team as well. They've been really consistent somehow, somewhat, because they're currently playing in the European competition. First as well, they finished first in the Europa League this season. And they are sitting number 3rd with 46 points, just a point behind Manchester City number 2nd, and 7 points behind Arsenal Football Club. Do you think they stand a chance against Bournemouth?
Well, Bournemouth is not an easy team to play against, I believe.
Maybe that was when they had Semenyo, but now I think they had a good results in their last game over the weekend. But then.
So I believe it should not be an easy game for what team do you call it now?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. It would not be an easy game for them, but fine. Aston Villa has been in a fine form. They're doing well, and what's this guy named?
Emery, the coach?
No. Their winger has been playing so well. He's been in great form and he's been doing well. They're doing well in their final third. Their midfield is doing well. Their backline is doing well too. So I think it will not be an easy game for Bournemouth, but I believe Aston Villa would win that game.
Aston Villa for the win. Okay, now let's start prediction before we even talk about the big one, before we leave the studio. Yes, we talk about Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur. What's your scoreline prediction for that game?
It might surprise you. I'll give you 2 scoreline.
Okay. No, I want one.
Just one.
I don't want PDP or maybe whatever scoreline.
Okay, Manchester United will win that game with 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. 3-0.
Liverpool, Manchester City.
Let's be very realistic here. That game is most likely to end in draw.
Another question before you even go ahead is this game, Liverpool, Manchester City. Do you think that it will be a decider of the league this season?
It might actually
if Liverpool find a way to win City, do you think it's
it might actually be
a congratulations to Arsenal Football Club?
It might actually be, because the gap they are supposed to cover, they're only able to cover it when Liverpool beat them. So it will be a great boost for Arsenal. So they'll believe, okay, this league is ours already.
So your scoreline prediction is what? Liverpool, Manchester City. If it's a draw, it's still a good result for City.
Yeah, but I want
Liverpool to win.
No.
Okay then.
I want City to win, 2-1.
Hey. Okay then, Manchester City fans, whenever on a day, comment and also like and share. Farouk says he wants the team to lose. Arsenal, Sunderland. Scoreline prediction.
Sure, Arsenal will beat Sunderland, maybe 4-0.
Okay, 4-0, just the way they did against United.
That's just the realistic scoreline. You understand?
4-0. Okay, Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Your scoreline prediction?
Aston Villa would win that game.
Aston Villa will win?
Yeah, let's say 2-0.
Wolves, Antrim Wanderers and Chelsea.
3-0.
3-0 Chelsea?
Yeah.
3-0 Chelsea. Well, that is a prediction from Faruko. It's not mine. But if you ask me, I think I just want the best team to win the league. Also, let's talk about this, and maybe it might be where we wrap up our show for this edition. This is Sport7 with Alhaji Sport and MC Jebu, the man that I said is a fanatical Arsenal fan, ironically. Talking about generality of manager. There have been this discussion about Pep Guardiola. This will be his last season, or maybe next season will be his last season, and if he eventually leaves, there have been 3 names coming to the thongs of reporters and journalists. The first one is Enzo Maresca. The second one is Xavi Alonso, the one that was sacked by Real Madrid, and the third is the Como manager. Is one of their owner and also the manager. Talking about Cesc Fabregas. Now, out of these 3 names, what do you think best fits Pep Guardiola at Manchester City? Again, Enzo Maresca, Cesc Fabregas, and as well as Xabi Alonso.
Well, literally, I do not think any of them actually fit into that system that Guardiola used to play. I do not think. But
as a manager?
Yeah. Someone that I think actually come closer to it is maybe... Xabi Alonso wasn't even close, but maybe Enzo Maresca. Maybe. I'll just say it because look at what he did at Chelsea. Then he did well. You know,
he won the FIFA Club World Cup for them in his first season.
So they played nice form of football, I think, and that is what City fans would want to continue. They want to continue to see their football club playing beautiful possession-based football and scoring goals and winning trophies. So I think many of them would want to go with Enzo Maresca. So that's my own.
Personally, you're going for Enzo Maresca. Well,
yeah.
You can leave your own opinion in the comment section as well. Out of these 3 managers, who do you think fits in best or will fit in best as a replacement for Pep Guardiola? We saw what happened at United after Sir Alex Ferguson. Up till now, there's no stability in the managerial position. Arsenal were lucky enough after as a winger left, they had Unai Emery now at Aston Villa. They have quite a number of few that came in and gone, and now they have stability with Mikel Arteta. Not really a manager that has won them trophy, but he has brought stability in. Can they be lucky to get in a replacement, maybe a perfect replacement? Talking about Manchester City, that is where we'll be drawing the curtain on this first edition of the program, Sport7 at Urbanpop Radio. I want to say thank you so much for always staying tuned with us here, and we promise to be back next time with another interesting conversation in the world of sports, basketball, table tennis as well as even volleyball. Before I leave, I say thank you so much, MC Jebu, for coming on this edition.
Yeah, thank you very much, Malik Juma. I think you've done well. Let's see what the fans out there will say about our conversation. Please make sure you drop comments, share this podcast, like it, and also say your take in the comments, just like we mentioned earlier. It's nice speaking with you guys.
All right, it's nice speaking with you as well. But before, we go again, I would like you to drop your handle that people can connect with you as well.
Okay, yeah, so if you want to connect with me on TikTok, it is at MC_Ijebu. Same on Instagram. And if you want to connect with me on Facebook, it is adeoye.faruke. That's my name on Facebook. Thank you.
And yes, Urbanpop Radio is on all the social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, X, and as well as Facebook and YouTube. Do well to subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share. We promise to be back with another banger. Alhaji Sport is signing out on this edition. Sports is life.